Your horse is probably fat, and fat horses are an issue. They are less willing and, of course, less healthy. This is our fat pony Monty, taken before he was clipped. And it's actually pretty common for horses to be overweight. As a matter of fact, Kentucky Equine Research noted that over 50% of horses are fat. So, what do you do when your horse is fat? How do you even know your horse is fat? According to the Henneke body scoring system, invented by this guy during his doctoral research, Monty scores around a 6 or 7, which makes him mildly overweight. Monty has a bit more fat around his neck, and it is more difficult to feel his ribs. Here's a reference image of parts of the horse considered in this type of scoring system. The thing is, Monty has never really been in top shape. But then again, what is top shape? Well, first of all, the physical signs. Monty has a bulging belly, but also there are other signs, like the way he's going. Once again, we come back to the concept of tracking up that I talked about in the last video. This is also known as having the hind hoof step into the print of the front hoof. Monty does this. Essentially, he has kind of an awkward sidestep gait. Monty has always been a pony who struggles to move forwards from the leg. Recently, as mentioned in our training video, we have been working on doing lots of transitions. Besides that, a few months ago, more like last year, Monty had an ultrasound scan, and the ultrasounds showed that he has inflammation in his right stifle. After that, we invited an acupuncturist who told us that he has a lot of heat, which is some Chinese medicine term, and basically told us that, yeah, almost every horse has gut issues. So he gave us this supplement, which I was supposed to give twice per day, but of course I only come to the barn once, so I give it once per day, if that. Both the acupuncturist and the vet that we invited, we kind of did that because of the stopping issue. But that has caused me to notice another small detail. And it's that he gets twice per day something called brock or pellets and kul, which is actually not hay. I thought it was hay, but apparently it's less dry hay. And all this time I didn't know that he was not actually receiving hay. So I guess maybe this has something to do with it. But at the same time, his stopping issue is significantly less bad than it was in Bulgaria. But then that leads me to another question. How does the way Monty eats and absorbs pellets and this fake hay make a difference on his physical state? Like, if we forget about the other factors, how does the horse's digestive system really impact performance? So horses are hindgut fermenters, which means they require high forage diets to enable for the fermentation process to happen. And this process produces something called volatile fatty acids, which allows for the horse to have energy. So improper feeding with high grain, low fiber diets can cause issues with the gut. Also, how horses eat is very important. According to this article, the most optimal way of feeding is through slow feeding, which makes sense since horses are foragers, usually slowly going through pieces of grass. When Monty eats, he eats quite quickly his fake hay. In the past, we have tried hay nets, but he actually got his hoof stuck in one because we put the hay net low so that he would be in the correct posture for eating, because horses stretch their neck downwards to eat. So what do we do now? Do we even change anything? How do we know that our fat pony isn't getting any fatter due to the food he's eating? The simple answer is we don't. As a matter of fact, we can only guess. Monty probably still has discomfort in his belly, judging by his occasional gassiness and, of course, constipation. I felt a bit deflated researching this topic, searching for answers, until I stumbled upon this video by Noel Floyd by Dr. Harry Anderson. The video felt like a promotion of his brand, Total Equine, but one thing made sense. There's something more intrinsic going on here that supplementation and in general nutrient and food industry has been ignoring. His feed has very little fiber and focuses more on digestibility. This is vital for mineral absorption in the small intestine, which must be absorbed in the duodenum, which is the first 2 meters of the small intestine. This means that since many horses are on pelleted feeds, it may make sense that many gut issues are related to mineral insufficiency. So I guess the next step is finding out what the actual hell is exactly in his pellets. The second step is figuring out if he's getting enough micronutrients. Enough is enough, guys. We are leaving you on yet another open-ended video. Stay tuned for more on Monty's feed investigation, and see you in the next one.